Have you read my book, Paper In, Money Out? It's a very important message there. It talks about the origin of how banks started getting swindled by, I shall not mention the name because this is a book of fiction, but it starts from there and it moves on to the current day. You can think of it as a sequel to my best-selling book, Who Painted My Money White? If you have not, I urge you to read it because there are lots of gaps in the first book that I tried to fill out. And so you get an idea of 40 years of misrule. It's not just 10 years, 20 years. There's a much bigger, sinister plan that some politicians had for India. That said, what is the reason for me bringing this up in the heat of the election battles? First of all, do you know that a Parrot Astrologer got jailed in Kadalur district of Tamil Nadu for predicting victory for a PMK candidate? PMK is an NDA alliance partner. Yes, it happened. I'll just watch this quick video and then I'll tell you what the story behind that is. The reason he was jailed was because the PMK candidate, 𝗤𝙗𝙗 Bachchan, sounds like Amitabh Bachchan, right? I'm sure his name was inspired from Amitabh Bachchan's name. 𝗤𝙗𝙗 Bachchan is the PMK candidate for Kadalur, and he had gone to this particular Parrot Astrologer and he had asked him if I would win. So the Parrot Astrologer, usually they have things like, they have like tarot cards, and these cards have some depiction. Typically, I have heard them use Ramayana. And from there, the parrot will come out of the cage and pick out one card and give it to the astrologer. And based on what the parrot picks, the astrologer predicts the future of the politician. And in this case, the astrologer said that you will win. Within 5 minutes, first of all, this particular video where I think 𝗤𝙗𝙗 Bachchan predicted that I'm going to win because this Parrot Astrologer and this parrot has told me that I'm going to win. Whatever it is, this thing went viral and the police landed at the doorstep of this Parrot Astrologer, 𝗤𝘆 and they jailed him. They said that you cannot jail a parrot. For basically what they said, essentially hitting him against his profession. You are a Parrot Astrologer, you are not supposed to have jailed parrot. I mean, if you are a Parrot Astrologer, would the said inspector explain how he can do his livelihood? Isn't this basically denying him his livelihood? So who passed this law? I don't know, but there are, of course, things that are done for harvesting various body parts and things like that. That is bad. But I kind of find this thing funny. Anyway, this astrologer, along with his brother, was jailed and then let off in the evening with a warning. I'm sure once the jailing news came, it became an even bigger sensation, and the police realized that perhaps it was better, it's better off letting him go. Then are they going to file an FIR? I think things are getting a little testy here. Parrot astrology has been there in India for thousands of years. It is like 𝗤𝙧𝙤𝘀. If you say that 𝗤𝙧𝙤𝘀 should continue, then parrot astrology should continue too, don't you think? And they should be given special permission, or as long as they take care of the parrot. I mean, the parrot looked pretty healthy and well fed, and if the parrot says that you are going to win, it can speak too. So I just wanted to mention this because it all comes back to how the DMK partners, whether it is, what do you call them? INDI partners. Yeah, I'm even forgetting that. The INDI partners are all hoping to pay their way through the heart of the voter and get his or her vote. Well, in this book, I talk about the possibility that fake currency could have been printed. In other words, duplicates of the same serial number could be printed by the same company that the Indian government had given an order to. So the Indian government gives an order saying that you print so much currency, and then suddenly there are two of many that land up. You know where they land up? They land up at the RBI. So all this stuff happened at one point of time in India's past, and it is possible that it could happen again. Why do I say that? De La Rue is based in Sri Lanka. They print currencies for 30 different countries from Sri Lanka. Those of you who are already getting money, it's what I've heard. It's what I've heard. Those of you who are already getting money, I've heard that money is already getting distributed. You may want to go check it at a bank to see if what you got is the real deal or if it is a fake currency. Why I'm so concerned about this is there's a history behind this. The person who is contesting Sivaganga, who is it? Mr. 𝗤𝗖 𝗔𝗐𝘅. Who is his father? 𝗣𝗚 𝗔𝗅. What was he? Finance minister. What did he do? Well, Mr. 𝗣𝗚 𝗔𝗅 sold a used currency printing unit of India to, of all people, Pakistan. He is the guy who changed the paper contract from X, that I think internally India was doing it, and from there to 𝗤𝗏. What is it that these people like in 𝗤𝗏 so much? The UPA. Well, all those things are answered in my book, Paper and Money Out. So you can read that book to understand how this thing got planned over decades and how they milked it for all it was worth. I'm also hearing that there is one IAS officer who's under the radar. There's an investigation going on. There's nothing to investigate. This guy broke the law. Throw him in jail and throw away the key. Arvind Mayaram. But Arvind Mayaram's mom was a Congress minister in Rajasthan. Arvind Mayaram's dad was a Congress minister at the center for some time. Untouchable in the sense that you can't touch him. Anyway, so these are all some of the things that the UPA did in its reign, and these guys want to come back. What for? But most important message here, takeaway here for all the voters: don't take money. You don't know if it is real or not. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications.